Police and Fire Department ink agreement to speed up investigations. Cops probing local actor over random shooting. Good evening, you're watching News on 2 and I'm RENEE FOONG. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Najib Tun Razak today joined other ASEAN leaders as chief guests at India's 69th Republic Day ceremonial parade. The event took place at Rajpath, the ceremonial road in the heart of New Delhi. Datuk Seri Najib and his wife Datin Sri Rosmah Mansor were greeted by Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The event was also attended by Indian President Ram Nath Kovind. According to local media reports, it was the first time that India and Modi played host to multiple chief guests for the Republic Day. The presence of the ASEAN leaders signals that the decade-old ties between India and the regional grouping have attained a new strategic level. Republic Day is celebrated to honour the date on which the Constitution of India came into effect in 1950. In the presence of the ASEAN leaders and other spectators, India showcased its military prowess, culture and diversity coupled with the latest initiatives and achievements. As many as 23 tableaux representing various states, ministries and organisations rolled down Rajpath during the 2-hour event. The Royal Malaysian Police and the Fire and Rescue Department today signed an agreement to enhance coordinated actions between both agencies on the investigation of fires. Witnessed by Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Seri Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi at the Royal Malaysia Police College in Kuala Lumpur, the cooperation aims to prevent overlapping of tasks and reduce the duration of probes. Datuk Seri Dr. Ahmad Zahid also stressed that cooperation between both agencies should not only take place in the course of an investigation but in appointing a spokesperson to avoid clashes of facts.
Siasatan yang konklusif dapat dipercepatkan dan kita tidak lagi bertarik tali. Siapa yang bertanggungjawab, siapa lebih berkuasa, siapa punya bidang kuasa. Itu cara lama, cara yang konservatif. Maka langkah-langkah yang proaktif seperti ini harus diikuti oleh kementerian-kementerian dan jabatan-jabatan serta agensi-agensi yang lain.
Datuk Seri Dr. Ahmad Zahid, who is also the Home Minister, was speaking at the Police College in Cheras today. The Deputy Premier earlier witnessed the signing of a collaboration between the Police and the Fire and Rescue Department. The agreement aims to shorten the length and reduce overlapping investigations between the two agencies. Meanwhile, Urban Wellbeing, Housing and Local Government Minister Tan Sri Noor Omar said the police's willingness to collaborate with the Fire and Rescue Department is an honour and recognition to the department as well as the ministry. Meanwhile, Datuk Seri Dr. Ahmad Zahid announced that a total of 13 million ringgit is expected to be allocated to upgrade and repair 15 blocks of barracks at the General Operations Force GOF Central Brigade in Cheras.
Keseluruhan 15 blok ini memerlukan peruntukan tambahan untuk menaikkan taraf, memperbaiki dan juga meningkatkan kemudahan di Dewan serta tanah runtuh, di mana Yang Amat Berhormat Perdana Menteri akan saya mohon untuk menambah 8 juta ringgit lagi, menjadikan keseluruhan keperluan sebanyak 13 juta ringgit untuk hanya PGA Brigade Tengah ini.
The Home Minister also announced that the Maktab Rendah Sains Mara MRSM in Bagan Datuk will exclusively cater to the children of police personnel and officers. A local actor who is also the star of a reality TV show is being investigated by the police under the Arms Act 1960 after he was allegedly caught on video firing a shotgun in public. The 48-second video clip that has spread on social media shows a man resembling local actor Hairul Azrin Idris firing 2 shots into the air using a firearm allegedly belonging to the man next to him, said to be his 70-year-old uncle. According to Perak Tengah District Police Chief Superintendent Muhammad Zainal Abdullah, police had taken a statement from the actor's uncle yesterday and seized the firearm. He said police took action as the video was creating anxiety among internet users.
Ini kita telah siasat di bawah ketiga-tiga section ini, iaitu section 8, subsection A, subsection B, dan juga section 39 dan juga section 42 kerana bersubahat walaupun dia mempunyai lesen. Dan kita tidak akan teragak-agak untuk mengambil tindakan termasuklah menarik balik lesen yang kita berikan.
Briefing reporters today, Superintendent Muhammad Zainal also said initial investigation showed the incident happened last July and has been circulating online shortly after it was uploaded to popular video sharing site YouTube. Police have confiscated the shotgun, 29 bullets worth around 10,000 ringgit, and the gun license from the actor's uncle. 2 immigration officers were today charged with migrant smuggling at the Kuala Lumpur International Airport, KLIA, last year. The 2, Abdul Faiz Hanan Ibrahim, 24, and Adli Afandi Abdul Rahim, 34, stand accused of committing the offence at the air entry control counter on level 3 of KLIA's arrival hall. Faiz, who is from Penampang, Sabah, was charged with smuggling in Bangladeshi Abdul Momin at about 10:30 a.m. on November 20th. Adli Afandi from Semenyih is alleged to have smuggled in 2 Bangladeshis, Mat Musarraf and Ashabul Haki, between 8:30 a.m. and 9:30 a.m. on December 6. The 2 officers were charged under Section 26A of the Anti-Trafficking in Persons and Smuggling of Migrants ATIPSOM Act 2007 for migrant smuggling. If found guilty, the 2 could be jailed for not more than 15 years and fined. After the charges were read before Sessions Court, Judge Saiful Akmal Mod said both immigration officers pleaded not guilty. Following a request by the Deputy Public Prosecutor, Unku Alfiati Zabaida Unku Ismail, Saiful Akmal decided to transfer the case to Shah Alam Court. However, no date was fixed to transfer the case. A 7-year-old girl was burned to death while her mother suffered serious burns in a fire which razed 4 houses in Kampung Tebongun Putatan early today. Penampang District Police Chief DSP Muhammad Haris Ibrahim said in the incident at 3:30 a.m. the victim was trapped inside the house and could not be rescued by her family members as the fire spread too fast. DSP Muhammad Haris did not reveal the identity of the girl but said the case was classified as sudden death. The victim's charred remains were taken to hospital for a post-mortem. Meanwhile, the Sabah Fire and Rescue Department has identified their mother as Siti Sarta Muhammad Azmi, 26, who suffered burns to 50% of her body. The department spokesman said a distress call about the fire was received at 3:35 a.m. 3 fire engines with 22 firefighters rushed to the scene and the operation ended at 7:15 a.m. 1 person was killed and another injured in a 4-vehicle collision at kilometre 26 Jalan Johor Bahru Air Hitam near Senai Utama, Kulai Johor at around 10:40 p.m. yesterday. Kulai District Police Chief Superintendent Zulkhairi Mukhtar said the accident was believed to have happened after the driver of one of the vehicles, Tianjia Wei 19, who was heading to Johor Bahru from Kulai, lost control of the car, causing it to enter the opposite lane and colliding with another car. The collision caused the second car to spin before crashing into 2 other vehicles. According to Superintendent Zulkhairi, Jia Wei died on the spot due to serious head and body injuries. The driver of the second car sustained light injuries while the drivers of the 2 other vehicles escaped the incident unharmed. The case is being investigated under Section 41, Subsection 1 of the Road Transport Act 1987 for causing death by reckless or dangerous driving. PNS allocates up to 35 million ringgit for franchise business. Details coming up. You're watching News on 2. The Agriculture and Agro-Based Industry Ministry plans to expand the market for Malaysian products and businesses via the implementation of QR codes. This follows the success of the technique, which is widely used in countries such as China, especially in online trading. According to Agriculture and Agro-Based Industry Minister Datuk Seri Ahmad Syabri Sheikh, it is high time that Malaysia also adopts the technique as the demand for food products is increasing worldwide. Using the technique would also help local entrepreneurs attain better economic stands to be at par with foreign businesses.
QR code, dia bukan saja tindakan. Kita nak menjadi satu culture baru dalam kementerian. Budaya kita. Itu akan menjadi kebiasaan negara, tetapi saya nak budaya ini dibudayakan dalam kementerian ini mulai tahun ini. Mesej kita, maklumat kita, buku kita, apa sebagainya kita hantar dalam QR code.
Through the QR code, the minister said tedious steps such as currency exchange and cash transactions will no longer be required and users will be able to track the transactions. The Ministry of Domestic Trade, Cooperatives and Consumerism, KPDN-KK, will issue safety standards and compliance guidelines for rechargeable batteries on February 1st. Minister Datuk Seri Hamzah Zainuddin said the guidelines will ensure the industry players perform tests and obtain certification for rechargeable batteries before being supplied to the market, thus gaining consumer confidence in marketing their products at the international level.
Ada program advocacy. Kita berikan secara detail macam mana peraturan, kita nasihatkan kepada pengeluar dan juga mereka yang menjual, pengguna-pengguna NGO juga kita panggil supaya semuanya tahu apa dia peraturan yang akan kita tentukan melalui peraturan yang telah pun kita lakukan bersama SIRIM dan juga KPDN-KK.
Rechargeable batteries can generate continuous electricity in the long term for mobile phones, power banks, e-cigarettes, electronic game gadgets, drones and other equipment. To date, KPDN-KK has received 12 complaints about faulty rechargeable batteries. Perbadanan Nasional Berhad PNS is allocating between 30 million and 35 million ringgit this year to finance entrepreneurs who are keen to undertake franchise business. Managing Director Datuk Syed Kamarul Zaman Syed Zainul Kodki Shahabuddin said the amount was the same as what the agency allocated last year to finance franchise entrepreneurs.
Sekarang ini bukan saja kita nak konsentrasi kita kepada perniagaan yang besar-besar, tapi juga perniagaan yang sederhana. Kerana ianya lebih mampu milik untuk orang berkecimpung.
Datuk Syed Kamarul Zaman told the press conference on PNS's strategic collaboration with Malaysia's fast food chain operator Mary Brown Sendirian Berhad today. PNS expects the allocation to benefit between 200 and 250 entrepreneurs this year. Datuk Syed Kamarul Zaman said, apart from franchise sector financing, PNS would also allocate 30 million ringgit for investment in the property sector. To date, PNS had disbursed some 400 million ringgit for the franchise sector, benefiting 1,700 entrepreneurs, and invested 424 million ringgit in the property sector. Meanwhile, Mary Brown is targeting to open 25 more branches this year in Perlis, Terengganu, Sabah and Sarawak. To date, Mary Brown, founded in 1981, has 135 restaurants across the country.
Our aim is actually to build more Malaysian entrepreneurship and have more job opportunity. You just imagine one restaurant, Mary Brown, the normal one, we will have at least 20 to 25 people working in the restaurant. If Mary Brown have a drive-through, a bigger one or bigger outlet, we will have more than 40 to 50 staff. So it will help the local job opportunity also.
He added that Mary Brown is also set to open 5 franchise outlets in Iran, Sri Lanka and New Zealand this year. The Le Tour de Langkawi LTDL from March 16 to 25 returns to 10 stages from 8 stages since 2015, with the horse or climb in Cameron Highlands included for the 3rd time in the 5th stage of the race. Youth and Sports Minister Khairi Jamaluddin said Cameron Highlands will replace the most challenging route, Genting Highlands, and will be the focus of the 2HC status race in the International Cycling Union UCI calendar.
Sebab ada sedikit restriction yang dikenakan oleh pihak Genting sendiri. Mungkin kerana mereka tidak mahu laluan itu diganggu. Walaupun saya telah minta supaya dibuat rundingan bersama dengan pihak Genting, tetapi kemarin you tried, but they are still not very keen on us using that road.
Speaking to reporters after launching the LTDL 2018 logo and routes in Putrajaya today, Khairi said 3 new routes covering Kuala Katil in Kedah, Raup in Pahang and Batu Gajah in Perak will be introduced in this year's race. And that concludes this evening's edition of News on 2. In a top story, police and fire department ink agreement to speed up fire investigations. News on 2 will be back at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon. Till then, I'm RENEE LORETTA FOONG. Have a pleasant evening.